Hello everyone. Today we live in a densely populated city and face serious housing shortage. Hong Kong people, especially the lower incomes, are very often exposed to tighter living environment, such as inside cramped public transport, small apartment buildings, and dense streets. Despite varied government measures on the real estate price, fast rising prices are already putting the poverty out of reach for those on the lower incomes. According to the Hong Kong-based Society for Community Organization, over 100,000 people are unable to afford adequate houses. So many people turn their hope to the public housing. According to Hong Kong authorities, there are more than 200,000 applicants on the waiting list. Therefore, many citizens have to wait for 4 to 5 years to get the keys of public housing flats. It is estimated that the Hong Kong population will increase to 8.9 million in 2039, which is further leading to the serious shortage in the supply of housing. With the fact of insufficient land supply, the government have launched enhancing land supply strategies to build up a land reserve. Okay, let's see the story.
I'm so worried about my futures. Nowadays, buying house is too expensive. It seems as a dream to buy my own flats.
See why land always say low land for public housing. Does Hong Kong really low land?
Don't worry, the government has suggested some solutions such as reclamations, and the other community has suggested to receive land from local housing estate developers, and also we can use the ground land. How about we recommend the sea?
Although reclamation has been a long history in influencing Hong Kong's economic growth, it will harm our natural environment.
Yeah, if the government further reclaim the shoreline, then we can't see these beautiful views anymore.
The government has suggested reclamations of suitable locations outside the Victoria Harbour because it can create large pieces of land for developments and will not affect the existing development program. However, reclamations is a touchy topic because its impact on environment is detrimental. For example, it causes the loss of seabed and a disturbance to the marine mammals such as Chinese white dolphins. From the views of ecological protection, further reclamations is certainly not a most socially and environmentally sensible to the public housing shortage. Firstly, leasehold keys offered to donate agricultural land for residential development should be welcome. However, there are few problems in the ideas of turning donations of agricultural land into the residential uses. According to sources, the plots of land disposed to government to develop residential units for younger generation could not be changed to residential. Moreover, if the government accepts the land, it will involuntarily damage the equity and democracy of the necessary town planning procedures. As a result, change of land use and Hong Kong's development will no longer be monitored and will eventually be out of control.
Isn't it a good idea?
No.
How about we use Brookhaven development?
What is brownfields development?
The use of Brookhaven for development is to relocate existing facilities to release valuable land for housing. One of the drawbacks of Brookhaven development is that it is not suitable for residential usage. In addition, building the Brookhaven is not an easy task. For example, the technique cannot be worked maybe due to the underground rock formations. It may raise a bunch of questions, the answers to which are sometimes are not feasible or extremely expensive. Brownfield site is agricultural or industrial land in the new territories, such as open store areas and continual yard that have been stripped of vegetation or allowed to go to waste. There are 800 hectares of brown land throughout Hong Kong, which is the size of 19 Victoria Parks. When you build an old land and make it better, why do it? It is good to reuse the land. It can turn a dead area back into life. Field and wildlife are saved. Which do you think is better?